What up guys, welcome to the final episode of Season 3. Yep, time has felt like it's gone pretty quickly. So we've got Liverpool, Nottingham Forest, Arsenal, Chelsea in the FA Cup final at Wembley, Watford and Leeds to wrap off the season. And let's see how we can do. Can we get this Champions League space? And first off, we're playing Liverpool, who are ahead of us just slightly, I think. So can we overtake Liverpool with the results that we've got running in? But obviously Liverpool and Arsenal right at the end of the season, I don't know if that's doable. Also, we'll have to wait and see as Bowden gets a nice header in. And Simon, their keeper, with a good save, keeping it 0-0 really early on. We're just going to have a few pop shots here, with obviously Bowden having one right early on, but Brownhill wins the header from the kick out, and Bowden gets the ball and puts in back of the net. Half time looming up, and the half-time team talk, I'm sure, has now changed on the 40-minute mark, thinking, we've got to go out there, we've got to push, we've got to try and draw points back from Liverpool and get ahead of them to actually try and secure the Champions League space. But obviously the half time really coming up now. Knight on the ball, plays it into Bowden. Can we get a second? Oof. Liverpool's keeper keeping it 1-0 going into the halfway point, and I'm pretty sure the 2-goal lead would have absolutely changed the team talk for sure. But Lucas finds the wrong player. Burns though on the box, and only tests the keeper. I really want that to go to Christensen, who was in a much better position to actually, have the shot away. But we're going to come away with a 1-0 win against Liverpool, so we've got the 3 points, which is good. Now Nottingham Forest, who are mid-table obscurity, so they're not really looking to do anything, they're just trying to finish off their season on a high, so we'll have to see how we can fare against them. Obviously we're trying to do Champions League and they're just doing nothing, so really we've got it all to lose. As what a save from their keeper, as Skinner has a shot from long range, and it almost gets in, but what a tackle, almost giving away a red card probably if he got that all sorts of wrong, but unfortunately he got that all sorts of right as Bree sees Skinner, sees the goal and goes for glory. Really need some better shooting wing backs, because the ones we've got at the moment aren't that great, although obviously Giles is fairly decent, but he's currently not being featured in this this match at the moment, as Norrington Davis is there. But Nottingham Forest with a goal and a half. It didn't even look like it crossed the line, but then when the VAR come up, it said goal line decision, goal. But we'll have to settle for that and see how it goes. But Skinner tries to find Harris. He finds them really late though, and it ends up coming off of the Nottingham Forest centre back, and it will be an own goal. Now I thought, Skinner not playing it to Harris really early on, that was absolutely messed up, but thankfully we got the goal back that we needed to actually try and win this thing, as Harris runs down the right hand side of the pitch. He's got acres of space, and he's now going to try and bring it back into the centre. He does, faces up to the keeper, and he slots it into the bottom left hand side of the corner, bringing Ipswich Town 2-1 in front of Nottingham Forest. This is how we want to finish off. Harris getting his, I don't know how many goals he's got, but he's got a lot of goals. We're telling our strikers to drop back because it is the 88th minute in the match. Obviously not too long left to go. Can we defend this? Can we get the 3 points? As Dia finds it past Ward somehow. Not even sure how he's done that. Obviously Ward's not really expecting the shot, because he's expecting his centre backs to actually win the tackle and get the ball clear, but unfortunately it's not something they do. Look at this again. Obviously Wolfden tries to step in, but I believe it's Colwell. No, it's Dragstall in the centre back position and tries to win it, but doesn't, and obviously Colwell set to fail as well. Now Arsenal in the Emirates Stadium. Let's have a look at this. To be fair, it's not a team that I recognise at all for being a solid Arsenal team. Obviously they've changed it around as much as we have over the seasons that have gone, but now Arsenal find themselves still not actually winning the league at all. They're sort of settling down and becoming an upper mid-table team. They're not even trying to fight for Europe from the looks of the table that I can see at the moment. But Arsenal on the attack here has a shot, but puts it slightly wide, and yeah, not really going tremendously well with our chances. Obviously we're trying to get some sort of a semblance of a shot away, as Bowden does get a shot away, but he absolutely skies it over, and that is going to do for the first half. Now obviously in goes the second half. Obviously pretty tame game, if I'm honest, as Bodicat has the shot and Keller makes the save, and hopefully this is the last attack, not last attack, last defense. I'm not really sure. Obviously, yeah, last attack, and Christensen has the shot, but the Arsenal keeper equal to that shot, and it's just going to end 0-0, which doesn't really help our chances of getting that Champions League space. We've just got to hope results go our way, and like I say, getting that Champions League space, because we were 2 points ahead of Tottenham after that Liverpool game, and obviously a draw and another draw, so that's 2 points that they probably could have come back at us, and they probably could be ahead by 2 points if they've won both their games. But obviously we'll just have to wait and see if we still have that game in hand, as Skinner gets a lovely ball from his teammate and manages to find the back of the net. But yeah, I think my mind is still made up on Skinner, and we probably will look to move him on to better teams, or to better, and yeah, I just think I'm looking at his development stats, and he's still got a year to be a striker, and with next season going quite well, I think, you know, if we get Champions League, if we win it, then obviously my time as a manager is over. Thinking having a rest after 4 seasons of winning everything. But we'll obviously have to wait and see how that actually goes for next season. But first, let's concentrate on the FA Cup. We find ourselves 1-0 in front of Chelsea as Brown gets played into Norton Davis. Brown plays into Chaplin. Then he has the shot and gets the save away, as Ferreira tries to hold it up. I'm not sure why, but Chaplin then dispossesses him. He's going to have a shot, and he's going to lay it off. No, he's going to have a shot, but he's only going to find the back of the advertising board. But yes, there we have it, Skinner with the winner in the 22nd minute, and here we are lifting the FA Cup. That is another trophy in our cabinet that we will store away and have for our managers' medals. I mean, we'll have a look right at the end of the era of my Ipswich Town career, how many medals we've won, or how many trophies we've won, should I say. But let's focus on the last 2 games. I think it's the last 2. Obviously got Watford, then Leeds. Let's just see how we managed to finish off. These are the lineups that they're all going with, and let's get into the match highlights. Now Bowden finds himself on the edge of the box with Christensen in support, plays off into Knight. Knight's going to have an early shot. Keeper wasn't really expecting it, but still gets down to save the shot as Holmgate plays it into Christensen, who then plays it off into Knight. Knight back in for a 1-2 with Bowden. Sees the run of Edwards on the far right hand side, puts through Bowden. Bowden chips the keeper because he sees him out. He sees the keeper coming out of his line and thinks, I know what I'm going to do. I'm just going to loft it over and put it straight past him, bringing us 1-0 in front at home against Watford, who I think are also trying to battle for relegation, as well as they try and get their shot away, but Keller is equal to that and makes an easy save. He's not really been tested this match at all, so yeah, let's go ahead and win it. Ooh, almost gets tested there. I proved my words wrong, but you know, it goes over the bar quite nicely, as Keller still forced to make a theatrical dive, though doesn't get any hand on the ball as Lucas sees the run of Christensen. Christian on the volley and puts it in the back of the net. I mean, I don't think he's ever scored a volley, but that's his first time for everything. he's turned out to be a real quality player. I think ever since he's joined us from I believe it was from the Championship or January of League One. He's just been quality, and he's been one of our starting centre mids ever since he's joined us, and I think he will continue to do so even going into next season, as I think Knight might be the player that gets replaced with an extra centre mid. What a ball that is! Massive ball into Bowden from this, wow, I think it's from the wing backs, I believe. That was a brilliant shot and brilliant finish. Let's have a look at this. Look at that ball. De Bruyne mess, because the keeper went to come out to collect it, but Bowden gets to the ball first and finishes it on the volley. Wow, that was an assist and a half, and you know, if that's not assist of the season, who knows what is assist of the season. But a 3-0 victory is what we need, obviously getting the 3 points, and I think that was all securing a Champions League place, I think. I can't actually remember if it was or not, but obviously hopefully in this game it might drop down just to show us that what we actually need to do to secure it, which I think it was. We needed that win to actually put us in security. So yeah, obviously we get going though. Just in case it wasn't, we're going to try and get maximum points out of this Leeds game. Bowden has a far long shot, hits the stanchion post that holds up the net, and yeah, doesn't really make chances. So as Harris gets on the end of a mislaid pass from the keeper, and himself also missing his chance. You know, it's a tale of many stories as Leeds United put one past Keller in the back of the net, and he's going to go ahead and celebrate in front of our Ipswich Town fans, isn't he? There he is, look at this. What a silly idiot. Absolute silliness. He's turned the camera around to the point in front of the Ipswich Town fans. He's just absolutely gloating there, isn't he? As Brownhill wins the header. It's just going to be a bit of header ping pong here as it falls into Harris. Harris turns, shoots and puts it in the back of the net, bringing it level 1-1, and that is nicely done. I think if there was any doubts happening that Tottenham were going to get Champions League at that after towards the end of this episode, it was duly put to bed with that equaliser, as if we gained a point, then you know we'd look to be not getting Champions League, but we managed to hold on. Keller with some fine saves to do what he does best, and keeping us level at the moment as Christensen gets played through as the shot, but Schrabe with a good save and doesn't let it in. And right at the end, the deathbed of this season, no, it was still 73rd, has a bit of squabbling there. Now we're going on the counter attack from that Leeds attack, and where's Burns, the of all people, charges forward to try and win it. Knight gonna, well, probably look to hold it up, finds Burns. Burns then holds it on the edge of the box, finds Harris. Harris turns, can he finish? Unfortunately not. Schrabe with an even better save, and that is unfortunately how it's going to end on the final season. We've got a 1-1 draw to Leeds, and there is the confirmation that we finished 6 points above Chelsea. I wasn't not too sure what I was worrying about Tottenham for, but managed to do that. And Man City winning the league, and then Crystal Palace, West Brom and Southampton falling down into the Champions League. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this one. We'll see you in next season, season 4 for the Champions League. Take care. Bye bye.